In this video, Kevin and I are going to be we're going to wrap up our day 5 in Hawaii, our vacation in Hawaii. If you watch the vlog, I'm sure you watched the vlog, or why would you watch the wrap up if you didn't watch the vlog, basically. But just in case you stumbled upon this video, we got up at 5:50 this morning and we were going on a circle tour, and we had booked that, and so we got up, we got downstairs. The email told us to meet at a particular spot. We waited and waited and waited.
We ate breakfast at Burger King.
We did eat breakfast at Burger King, yeah. We got up early just so we could have breakfast. Ashley tends to get like motion sickness, so we like to eat breakfast before we start out on any kind of bus
I get hungry too.
That was such a nice way to say Ashley will get violently ill if not fed at regular intervals.
Yes, exactly. So, that's her delicate situation. So we got to where where the email told us to be, and we waited. And the tour bus did not show up. And so Ashley looked up a number. She had to dig for this number.
That wasn't on the email I received, of course.
Right. So she called them, and long story short, the email should have told us to be on a different street, but we were also there a day early. Yeah. We're not supposed to go on the circle tour until tomorrow, and so today we didn't have a tour scheduled at all. So
we got up early.
We got up early for nothing. But Kevin said it's a good thing this happened, because they told us on the phone, they told Ashley on the phone, they said, you are not in the right place. You need to be basically the next street over. And she said, well, then you need to really change your email, because your email does not say that. Your email says to meet on this street. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering tomorrow when we show up how many people are not going to be there because they're going to be at the wrong place. So it's a good thing it happened, because now tomorrow we know exactly where to go. But since we were already up and dressed, mm-hmm. we came back to the room and got undressed, got our suits on, and we went down to the beach. Mm-hmm. And we stayed down there until we stayed in there for probably 3 hours.
Was it that long? I'm in the water the whole time. I don't even know.
Yeah, it was probably.
Was it really that long? It didn't seem like that long.
Well, that tour bus was supposed to pick us up. We came back up about 7:30, and we stayed in the water until. Well, no, you're right. We got out of the water about 10:30.
And we probably didn't get down there until 8.
Yeah. So it might have been
2.5.
Yeah.
Or so.
But Kevin literally stayed out in the water the entire time. He loves it.
Yeah. There was a little fish friend that was swimming around me. It was quite funny.
Yes, Kevin was wearing a blue shirt. And show them how big it was.
Oh, it was teeny tiny. It was maybe an inch long or something. It was a little bitty fish.
And everywhere you went,
it would literally follow me.
Yeah.
It was hilarious, because I didn't even realize it was there, and then I looked down and saw this little fish. I was like, hey, there's a little fish over here. So I thought it would go away after a while, and so I moved, and I'm all over the place, because you can't stand still in waves like that. It's blowing you everywhere, or pushing you everywhere. So I'm getting pushed around, and I look down and I see the fish again. And it turns out that fish, everywhere I went, followed me. Even when I went all the way from way out at the rock wall, all the way up front, Ashley came in the water for a little while, I went all the way up to the beach almost, and the fish was with me. And then I went back out, the fish followed me.
Did Ashley get to see the fish?
Yeah, she saw the fish. It was a little bit.
It was Dad's best friend. And he was so happy about it.
It just made my day. The fish was following me around. It was cute. I tried to touch it though. It wouldn't let me touch it.
That is sweet. Ashley read her book for a while. I did another live on my Instagram. I've done like 3 now. One of them was on Kevin's Instagram, but I was on there for like a half an hour. I told Ashley, I said, I didn't know I could talk for a half an hour straight. And she said,
she knew you could.
She said, oh, we all knew you could. So if you're interested, if you go follow me on Instagram, you can watch the videos. They'll be up there. I'm just basically showing you the ocean and talking about what we're doing. But then it was lunchtime. We were all getting hungry. And so we came back to the room and changed. And
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yeah, we went to Cheeseburger.
That's one of Ashley's favorites. I like it too. I like it a lot too.
It was very good. And I'm pretty sure the guy who waited on us was there last year. I think he's had this job for a while. He's super nice guy.
They're always good food. And we didn't have to wait no time. I mean, we walked right in. It was lunchtime. It was 11.
And it was busy.
It was 11 something. We walked right in basically.
They have a lot of seating though. So even if it looks,
and they rotate pretty quick too because they're cheeseburgers. So you can cook and eat a cheeseburger pretty quick.
Yeah, so even if it looks busy to you, you should go up and
always ask
about how long it's going to be, because it really didn't take long at all.
Sometimes it looks worse than it is.
Yes. So then we
came back up to the room and just hung out for a couple hours, didn't we?
No.
I don't think we went anywhere else, did we?
Actually, when did we decide to go to the... No, because we went to the mall. We got the Waikiki...
Duh.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That was after we hung out.
Yeah. We didn't hang out.
I blocked that from my mind.
I don't think we didn't stay up here very long. We came up after we ate, and we decided to go
to the mall. Yeah,
to the mall.
We did.
Because we decided while we were eating, we were going
to go to the mall.
That we were going to go to the mall.
We actually ended up going to Don Quixote's.
First.
Right next to the mall. Yeah.
Right. So Kevin got our Waikiki Trolley. He bought the tickets online.
Right there in the restaurant.
Yeah, while we were in the restaurant. However, they do take cash if you have cash. And
yeah, technically he was out. He said he was out of tickets. He had sold all his tickets, so he technically wasn't supposed to sell anymore. But he was basically letting people pay him the money, and he was paying the company back at the end of the day or something. I don't know what he was saying.
I don't know
he said
how
to one
he was
company.
doing it. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know how he was doing it.
Whatever. It's $5 per person for the pink line.
So we went.
Do it on your phone. It's real easy.
We went to Don Quixote, and basically you can walk through the mall, through the parking lot or whatever. But we went to Don Quixote. Ashley had never been there, and so we walked all through there. I did not buy very much this year. For several reasons. Number one, I don't think I get a lot of views on those food videos, and I don't want to spend a lot of money and
suitcase weight
and stuff like that, and then not get a lot of views on them. And that's just the truth. I want to do things that you all want to see. I want to do things that are popular, that you all are interested in. So if I do videos and they don't get a lot of views, well, then I know you're not interested in them, or a lot of people aren't.
Because Japanese food not everybody can get anyway.
Exactly. And so I did buy some things, but they were not anything.
They weren't truly Japanese.
No, I didn't buy any Japanese food.
Asian foods.
No, I didn't buy anything like that. I just bought regular stuff, but it's stuff that I can't get in my area. Right. So then we decided to go. It was still early, and we were like, I said, well, why don't we go to a couple stores here in the mall while we're here? And so we went in a store called It's Sugar, and
big candy store.
Yes, I loved it. I thought it was really.
It was neat. And if you want to buy a candy gift for someone, that would be a good place to go.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of candy themed toys, like stuffed animals and literally things like toys.
Yeah, it was cool. If you didn't watch the video yesterday, then you need to watch it. Yeah. Because it was a really neat store.
They had these squishy dumplings. I bet you Gavin would have loved them because he loves squishy toys.
Yeah.
And this was like a little dumpling in a little steamer basket, and the little dumpling was squishy.
They have a whole store of just Squishmallows, but we didn't go in there.
Yeah, we didn't go in there because we could spend a fortune in there.
This mall has so many stores.
That's 3 floors.
You could spend days and days going there, and if you just spent a day per floor, you could take your time doing it. But we went in It's Sugar,
Mhm.
and then we went in what, Seas,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went in Foodland.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
And,
think
we
that
asked
was
Ashley
it.
if she wanted to go to anywhere, and she wasn't interested in any of the stores. So
No, so because we're like, if you want to go in any store at all,
But you wouldn't want to go in any other ones either.
No.
It wasn't like
and
you
a
don't
lot
want
of
to
those
go
stores
in
are
there.
really expensive stores.
yes.
Like they got a Fifth Saks off Fifth Avenue or something like that.
And I'm on a teacher's budget.
Yeah.
Macy's, they had a Macy's.
They have a Target.
Bloomingdale's.
They have regular
They do have a
stores.
Target. They have a big
Target.
Target.
They also have a Ross.
Yeah, they do have a Ross.
There's a Ross there.
Food court. They got a big, huge food court. All
Which
kinds of different
we
places.
we did a food review down in
Mhm.
the food court, so I didn't even go in there this year.
Mhm.
But
And I'm sure there's probably more food places open this year than there was last year, because last year was kind of
during
right
COVID,
at the end of COVID.
yeah,
thing.
yeah, at the end of COVID, yeah. So like back to Cheeseburger in Paradise, the reason that they can fit a full capacity now because last year they were still leaving like
A table between.
a table between. They're not doing that this
Yeah.
year, so everybody can fit more people in there. But after we went in Foodland, then we came back to the room.
Mhm. That's when I meant.
That's when we hung out.
Yeah.
Then we probably hung out for probably 45 minutes.
Yeah, or longer. I can't
And then we
remember. It was a
got
little
ready to go to our Rockahoola show. And then we ate at the same place we've ate at 3 times this trip.
Not that we didn't try.
We're not going to eat there anymore. 3 times is enough.
It was good, though.
It's good. It's called Giovanni Pastrami, but we have eaten there 3 times now. And so I'm ready
But
to
we
move
did.
on.
We tried to go to Duke's. It was a 2-hour wait.
Yes.
And then we went to the Cheesecake Factory. It was going to be an hour long.
No. We didn't even walk up to the Cheesecake Factory because Ashley said this line's too long.
They were all outside.
They were. I mean,
It was Yard House that was going to be.
It was Yard House that was
Yeah.
going to be.
Had like an hour to an hour and a half.
It was just going to be too long, and we didn't have that much time before our show. So we ended up going to Giovanni Pastrami again because that was just I
Yeah,
mean,
we got right in.
yeah, we got right in. I don't think people realize what a good place it is. They don't realize how big it is.
Ashley brought up a good point though. If you see the word pastrami in something, you're thinking it's going to be like deli sandwiches and stuff like that.
I
And
certainly wouldn't though.
yeah, and they do have deli sandwiches. They do have pastrami and Reubens and all that kind of stuff. But they also have pizza and wings.
It's
and all
probably
kinds of
not
stuff.
the best name.
It's probably not the best name.
No, but it is really good pizza
really good.
if you ever get to try it.
Yeah.
So then we went to our Rockahoola show,
Mhm.
and
Which was in that area.
yes, it's done.
Wait, are you not going to tell them about my tragedy at dinner?
Oh,
Tell them what happened to me.
The pieces of pizza that's cut into 4 slices,
And they give you a tiny, tiny plate.
and the plate's kind of small.
it's a single serve pizza.
And so I always cut mine in half, and Ashley does too. And do you cut yours in half?
I cut mine into bite-sized pieces.
I
yeah.
do because it's so hot.
It's
you
hot.
can't pick
It's
it
easier
up.
to pick up a little triangle. So I cut mine, and as I'm cutting mine, I said, it'd be really easy to flip this off your plate. Literally 2 seconds later, I hear "Dunk," and Ashley's flicked half her pizza on the floor.
Half.
Literally.
One piece fell on the floor completely.
Right.
The other piece fell on the
Cheese
bench
down.
seat next to her. So literally, she lost half. 2 slices. That was half of her pizza.
It was just funny that I had just said it,
Yeah.
and then as she's doing it, she.
I've
flipped
never
it.
done anything like that before.
But it's easy to do because I was afraid I was going to do it too, because it doesn't take much to push down and it slipped. The knife slipped just a little bit. It flicked off. But
They had live music.
she
and
did.
it was
The
nice.
waitress did say, "Do you want another one?" I don't know if she would have given it to us for free. Probably not. But because it's not her fault that we actually dropped half our pizza. So she did offer. But anyway.
So then I said they had live music in there.
Yeah.
But then we went to the Rockahoola show, and
It was good. I liked it.
I wondered at first, I thought, oh, this is going to be like, I don't know. I didn't know if it was going to be any good or not, but we did enjoy it. The best parts of the show were they had a Elvis Presley impersonator and they had a Michael Jackson impersonator. The thing that they could do to improve on the show is they could stick with popular songs instead of trying to throw the Hawaii stuff in there and make it just about Hawaii. Would be better off if they did all popular songs. Like Ashley mentioned Britney Spears. If they could find somebody to do Britney Spears and do some of her songs, that would be terrific. If they could keep the songs very, very popular to things that people know, that would be better, because what they're doing right now, and they've probably been doing this for the last 11 years.
It should have been open 11 years.
They have a very popular singer, and she's actually has her own CD and everything. She sings there, and she's singing some of her own songs, but she's singing a lot of the songs. They would be better off if they didn't sing any of her songs, because nobody knows her songs. Nobody knows those. Nobody's heard those.
And I didn't mind, you said cut out all the Hawaii. I liked some of the Hawaii
I
stuff.
like the Hawaii stuff too.
Yeah,
I don't think it fit in with the rest
Ashley
of their
didn't
stuff.
think it fit in, but it's called Rockahoola. So they're trying to make it Hawaii with
Yeah, but
the
I'm
rock.
not talking about mixing the Hawaiian stuff in with Michael Jackson. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the standalone when they were just out there hula dancing and those guys with the reeds and all that stuff making the noise stuff. That was strictly Hawaiian stuff.
It was good. They just didn't go.
I like that part, but when they mixed hula and Michael Jackson and Thriller or whatever they were doing, then it was kind of like, it was black and white. It was black and white, I think, and they were doing that and hula at the same time. It was like, yeah, that's a little weird.
They had a little boy that did the fire.
Yeah, what was he, 10?
He looked like he was probably 10 years old.
If
And I'm
that.
wondering, it's like, how does he get paid? Because that's a job. That's literally a job
He had practice.
where he should get paid for
Oh,
that.
I'm sure he does, just like a child actor does.
Well, I hope they're paying him well. But they would be better off to keep to more popular songs, I think, because people would get real excited, and there was a lady up in front of us clapping and stuff like that, and I think they would have kept that excitement and that level of energy if they had played more popular music. And the reason I was able to throw some video in there is because they said you couldn't film anything. Well, everybody around me was filming. So guess what? Kevin's like, tell Mom she can film. So I did film a little bit just because everybody else was filming and nobody was saying anything to them. So
Can't leave much of it in there, though, because copyright will strike your
right.
video.
So I can leave a couple of seconds of the music, but then I have to cover it up with other music because of copyright, yes. But then we came straight back to the room, and this is where we are now. So if you have any thoughts or questions or anything like that, we'll try to answer them for you.
The Rockahoola was $69 a person, just in case you want to know.
Yeah, $69.
That was just for the show.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.